Hello, Jen here with day 3 of the We Rule the School hop that's been going on for the last 3 days. This is Sarah's back to school hop that she does every year, and every year she kind of, puts a twist on it, a way to maybe tell some stories that are different or unique to the back to school experience or just school in general. And it just means that you aren't scrapbooking the same old stories year after year. We're kind of thinking about new and unique things to do. So this year it's a 3-day hop, and day 1 was the elementary school days. Day 2 was the middle school days, or here we would call it junior high. And then today is high school and beyond. So some people, you'll notice, are playing along on every day because they had pictures that were relevant for every day, and other people might only be jumping in on whatever grade or section of schooling works for them with their kiddos or themselves or the stories they want to tell. So definitely check out the playlist so that you can see who's hopping along from day to day and go and see all the stories that they're telling and the fun layouts that they're creating. I'm doing a little bit of a switcheroo, a little maybe cheat here. So yesterday for day 2, I actually scrapbooked my high school and beyond layout. I came across those graduation papers and I just really wanted to be able to tell that story. And the reason that I kind of switched my high school and my middle school is because I also came across this adorable picture of my 2 middle boys at one of their Christmas concerts. They're dressed up in their fun little shirts with their Christmas ties, and I just thought it would be really great to go ahead and scrapbook that. And then I realized that today is also Christmas in August. So I just did a little bit of a flip, and I did my high school picture yesterday, and now this is an elementary school picture, but because I didn't do elementary school on day 1, I did preschool. I figured it would be okay. And technically, one of these boys is now in junior high, and the other one is still in what we would consider elementary school. But Sarah did put for middle school grade 5 to 8, and so they both fit that because one's in grade 6, one's in grade 7. So I'm making it work. This totally counts for me. But I'm going to go ahead and say sorry to Sarah and everybody else that I kind of switched things around. I'm asking for forgiveness rather than asking for permission. But that's okay. I just thought it was kind of fun to be able to mesh together Christmas in August and this hop. So I pulled out some of my Christmas papers. A lot of these are just scraps from various different collections. A lot of the papers and even these little embellishments come from Christy from that big Happy Mail package she sent me a while back now, but I'm still working through a lot of the stuff. And so I pulled out a couple pieces that I thought would be really fun. And then I have those little adorable cake toppers. So they came in a package from, I can't remember if these were from Dollarama, Walmart, or Dollar Tree. I don't think it was Dollar Tree. I think it was maybe Walmart or Dollarama, but you got the cupcake wrappers and then you got those fun little toppers. And the theme of it was 12 Days of Christmas. So I wanted to see if I could incorporate those in some way because obviously at the Christmas concert, there's a lot of singing. And so I definitely was going to kind of jump in with the whole Christmas carols and singing theme for this layout. I thought I also had some Christmas ties. Weirdly enough, I was sure that I either have some paper or some stickers that have Christmas ties on them, but I could not find those. So I just kind of went full throttle with the Christmas carols and singing theme. And so I popped the little toothpick part off of those toppers, and I just have them running down the side, kind of creating a little border, starting with your partridge and a pear tree and working my way down through the 12 days. I had to kind of give it a bit of an L shape there because I didn't have enough room running straight down that one side. That's what I thought I might do at the beginning. But I kind of did an L, so there's a bit of a border around the photo. I don't know if I can actually remember where all of the papers come from. I think the background paper was part of a paper pad. It is single-sided. There's nothing on the other side. The two papers that I used to mat, so kind of a red one with stripes and then that green one that almost has that sort of Scandinavian sweater look to it or pattern to it, those actually came out of a Recollections paper pad that I got at Michael's. And then the black and white is an insert from maybe, I could be totally wrong, because that definitely came from Christy, but I'm wondering if it's maybe from December Daily, either Ali Edwards December Daily or another version of that from another company. It is narrow and almost like an insert for something that would have been closer to the size of a traveler's notebook. So maybe it's, I don't know, Felicity Jane, or I don't know where it came from, but I really liked that bold pop of color, and I just was kind of running with it. I just pulled out things that I thought were kind of calling to me, and I'm letting them go where they want to go. So after I pulled out all of the papers, then I went through the rest of my little ephemera, and I pulled out some little phrases that are the titles of different Christmas carols. I pulled out some wood veneer musical notes. I also thought I had more musical themed stuff, so you definitely kind of watched me. I sped it up a little bit, but I rifled through a lot of my Christmas stuff looking to see if I had any ribbon that might have music notes on it, or washi tape, or anything like that. I could only find the wood veneer. Again, I'm probably going to go ahead and find everything that I was looking for as soon as this is done and posted, but that's okay. I got lots of fun little things used up. I had these little Project Life cards that I went ahead and pulled out. I picked two that had, again, Christmas titles to them, and the one that says Joy to the World actually had the shape of an ornament, and so I thought I could probably cut the other one into a similar shape and then have that as a bit of an embellishment. That Holly Jolly I thought was really cute, so I went ahead and put that on there, and there's, kind of that song that says Holly Jolly Christmas. So that's the logic behind all of the elements that I put down. And then just to bring a little bit of something different, some movement to the paper, a little bit of extra texture to the paper, I'm going to go ahead and fold up these two corners. It also brings a little bit more green, more of a solid green, up to the top of my layout. And it used up some of those scraps, so it just kind of all worked out. I was able to get that little punch of color into those two corners. So pretty simple. I don't do a lot to them. I'm not really fussing with them. You can see here I just took those two scraps. I'm putting them down on the back first, and then I'm just folding down the paper in a way that kind of worked with the paper. So however that paper wanted to go ahead and fold itself is sort of what I did, and just made sure that it was all glued down nicely, and you could just see those two little corners of green popping out. I love that. I was kind of thinking, when you think about music, and especially at Christmas, you think about scrolls and that type of thing. And so I was toying with the idea of trying to maybe scroll the paper or do something like that. And then I just thought, you know what? These last few layouts that I've been doing have been extra kind of simple and clean and fun and just really organically put together. So I didn't want to overthink it. So I just kind of folded down those little corners, and that worked out really good for me. I played around a little bit with the little titles to all of the song lyrics, and ended up kind of keeping the more solid ones up by the picture. And I put the little ones that were clear with gold writing down at the bottom. They just stood out a little bit better, but it also kind of created another little layer or border down at the bottom there. And I I stuck the one sticker down and thought, that works. And then I just rolled with it. So definitely these past 3 layouts, my videos have been a lot shorter. They've been coming together really easy, but I've really enjoyed that. And after coming off of a summer where I've had a bit of a mojo kind of bust, I guess you could say, it's just really refreshing to be able to sit and scrap and not overthink things. Just let things kind of fall where they go, add fun little touches that are my go-tos, the things that I really enjoy, like adding my sequins, these gorgeous sequins from KaezMum Scraps. That is the Winter Charm. I think that's what it's called, the Winter Charm sequins mix. It's just really cute. It has this beautiful pop of blue, which I love. I love adding blue into my Christmas stuff. And one of my sons has a blue shirt, and so I thought that really pulled it out. Plus, the calling bird for day 4 is a really bright blue, and so I thought just having these little pops of that color in other places worked really nicely. I am doing a sketchy outline because that is my comfort zone. It's what I love. And I will even do some splatters. So just really kind of honing in on those basics that are go-tos for me, and just my comfort zone, I guess, is helping to build that mojo back up a little bit, get me back into my scrap room. I have completely moved my room, so stay tuned for a tour. It is definitely in the works right now. I'm scrapping in a completely different place. I don't know if you can tell by the way the shadows are. I haven't quite figured out my lighting yet. I will definitely get there. And yeah, so stay tuned for a bit of a scrapbook tour. Please go and check out the links down below for everybody who's playing along with all 3 days of this hop. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love you guys so much. You're so supportive. You always leave the nicest comments. I genuinely have the best subscribers. Please click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, that is it for me. So there will be a slow motion kind of close-up coming up. And that's all. That's it. That's all. Go check out that playlist, and I will be back again soon. So until next time, happy scrapping. Bye.
Thanks to me. She button to my channel.